You know how long it takes for someone to judge your house? 3 seconds. 3 seconds is all you need to judge someone's house. And to be honest, we don't care if someone judges our house, right? So in today's video, I'm gonna show you what it takes to upgrade your curb appeal. The curb appeal it's just this house that when you look at it, it just looks nice. You can't necessarily pinpoint what exactly works, but just overall, it works. Is these little things that a lot of people don't notice, but your subconscious mind picks on them very, very quickly. So let's start with your garage door. The reason why I'm starting with the garage door is because the garage door is the one thing that takes up a lot of your real estate in your facade. It's taken up a big portion of your horizontal facade and you just cannot miss it. People tend to think of it as a utilitarian thing, or it's just there for the garage, but that's one thing that it gets beat up very quickly because it's high traffic, and it's also because a lot of people don't put that much attention into it, but you shouldn't. This video, I'm here to show you some befores and afters, and also I'm going to share some inspiration, but some before and after just to show you the effect that a garage door can have on your building. So this one is just your typical garage door. Here in the US, you can see them a lot everywhere, and this is just a little something that makes a difference. It might be a little bit more expensive because it has some glass, but that's fine. The glass is what making it look a little bit lighter, because again, it's a very, very wide surface, and if it has some windows or if it has something a little bit transparent or opaque, it's gonna just quickly lift up the facade. The other one is right here. You don't have to have a lot of windows in it, but at least a little bit something on the side. It looks a little bit edgy, a little bit more modern. Here's another one here. The wall was just way too solid before, and now it has a little bit more it feels a little bit breathable. Here's another one. I believe this is AI, but it's just to show you that real estate, how something that's super wide and how it can just quickly elevate the look. Here are a few more, but these are just the befores and afters, but that's not necessarily my style. So if it was up to me, this one, it looks really nice. It's kind of similar to this one, but I feel like the wood is a little bit better. Here's one that has the slatted, and if you just want to go with something super, super minimal, I think this looks really nice and it looks very high-end. So before I move to the next point, I just want to share something with you. Is my guideline of facade designs. It's something that I put together for myself. Over the years, I've been doing a lot of facade designs. I've picked up a lot of tricks, and just like, it's basically my toolkit that I put in a PDF, and I have it printed on my desk, and whenever I get a project or something, I just flip through it and I see, okay, maybe I can use this trick, I can use this tip, I can use this, I can use that. And it's just something that I combined for myself, but I'm putting it out there for you. If you want to check it out, there's a link down below for it. Okay, now let's move to the next point. Roofs. The roof is very important, and I talked about this in my modest facade that I did in Australia. And the roof can also be one of those things that has, it's taken up a lot of real estate, but it's more on kind of a higher eye level, but at the same time, it still dates your facade. You can quickly see a roof and you can tell if the building, if your house is old or not, because again, it's something that is experiencing a lot of extreme weathers. There's a lot of rain, there's a lot of sunshine on it. It just, it shrinks, it expands, it's doing all kind of weird thermal things because it's the thing that is experiencing the most extreme conditions, and just that extra movement and everything, it just is gonna look beat up. So your roof, it has to be changed. I believe it's 20 years. But I'm gonna double check. I'm gonna put the average. But again, if it's just, even if it's not 20 years and it's just starting to look a little bit dated, and you want to sell the property, or you just want to give it up that, you just want to give it that zhuzh, roof is a really important one. And it's also, not only that, it also has a very important role in how your the comfort inside your house. Is it just evaporating all your heat? Is it like trapping the heat? Is it trapping the coldness? It's just, you have to work with a sustainability consultant to figure out the best material, the colors and all that for your facade, if you're into that kind of stuff. So yeah, a roof is very important. And here you can just see, even if I don't show you the actual house at the bottom, if it looks like nice or if it's an expensive house, but you can just see, if I'm just gonna zoom in to this, you can tell this is a new roof. Here's another one here. It just looks very sharp and clean. Here's another one, you can tell that they just installed it. And here's another one more on the lighter version. So that's for roofs. Now we're gonna move to landscape. Landscape is something that probably in another lifetime I'll probably be a landscape architect. But landscape is just as important as your actual building, if not more important. I know my fellow architects are gonna be mad at me, but if your house is just okay, you can take it from just an okay to a great with just the right landscaping, but not the other way around. If your house is really nice and your landscape is nah, it's really gonna hurt your facade very, very much. So your landscaping is something that you should invest in, and you can just DIY it. You don't need a gardener, or if you can afford a gardener, then why not? So here's a before and after here. I believe this was just a 3D, or I can't tell if this is real. With AI, we just can't tell what's real, what's not anymore. Here's another one here. And again, this goes back to the point of if you want to sell it or if you want to rent it, if you want to invest, it's always going to bring that price of your property way high just with these quick fixes. I mean, the roof is not a quick fix, but they are expensive, but landscaping. Start with landscaping. You don't have to start with the garage door or start with the roof. Start with the landscaping. Don't find an excuse, because remember, people are judging your house. Here's one here with the tree, and then you just put these little planters and play with a little bit with texture, with stones or something that can really elevate the look of your curb appeal. Next, before next, I'm just going to show you here some inspiration. Play with some lights and all that. It's gonna really elevate the look. Now we're gonna go to driveways. Driveways are one of those things. Again, they are very massive. Again, they are kind of trying to match the garage door. And a lot of people, all they do is they just bring a concrete truck and they just pour it, and then they go on with their lives. What is this? What is this monstrosity? What is this, like a pool of concrete? What are we supposed to do here? Just roll down the hill? And this one here, I mean, it was bad, but it's still bad. It looks so dead. I can't find another word for it. Okay, I'm not gonna tell you to not have concrete, but please, can we just show that we tried a little bit, just a little bit of effort? Just put a little bit of gravel or something here, or put some turf. Even it doesn't have to be like a real grass. It can just be turf, so we don't have to, if you don't want to do any maintenance. Or some paving like this or something like this. It's just to give a little bit of texture so it's not too flat and just a block. Okay, next one is gutter. A gutter, again, is just like the roof. It's going through a lot, and I see a lot of houses, they try to paint it, they're trying to clad it and trying to do all these things, and I'm looking at the gutter and it's all squiggly line, and it looks like a mess. And it's the same look as if someone is so nicely dressed up and they have a really nice outfit on, and then you look at their shoes and they're just beat up. You can tell that they had those shoes for so long. They look dirty and they have all these creases and everything. It's just, no, like, you have to change them. You can clean them, maybe you can try to but sometimes it just gets to a point where you just have to remove it and put something new. You just have to bite the bullet. And you can just tell the difference between here. It's like all dented and everything, and you can tell, again, these things are just the little signs that's showing that your house is well taken care of. Not necessarily new. There is nothing wrong about an old house, but it just looks like you are taken care of. Okay, and that just shows a lot about who you are, your personality, and it's just like basic grooming. If someone is like, smells nice, and you can tell that they showered not long ago and all that, it gives an image. And it's not like we care about how people judge us, but it tells something about the person. All right, so those were my quick 5 tips. I believe it's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 tips that you can do today to elevate the curb appeal and have a nicer looking house. If you're interested, as usual, I'm gonna leave a quick summary PDF down below, and also I'm gonna leave a link to my facade guideline if you're interested in seeing that one. I'm also gonna leave a link down for it. So that's pretty much it. That's everything I wanted to share with you today. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, share, do all that stuff, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.